Okay, guys, I got the strap all cut out, and it's looking pretty good. Now for the back piece. I said that I'm going to have, it's basically going to be these two pieces. So I got 4 or 5 ounce and then this piece. But they're going to be sewn together so that the grain side and the grain side is both on the outside and the flesh side is on the inside. Now on the strap, I'm going to have the flesh side shown, obviously. But I don't think that's going to matter as much. This is going to really make this part look really nice. Now I've already figured out how I want to do that. So it's time to just kind of mark it up what I'm going to do. My pen disappeared. It's right there. Now I have a 4 to 5 ounce double shoulder here. I've cut some projects with it. This is actually where I cut my sword sheath out of. But for some reason, this animal has a complete mark through it. I hope it wasn't tortured, because it's got a couple of these. But I'm still going to give it the respect it deserves. So I'm going to come up, and since I'm going to tool this, the 8 to 9 ounce, it's going to change form a little bit from all the hammering and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come, and I want to stay away from that mark there. I might go like this. It's got some weird scarring on it too, and I don't know what that came from. But I want to stay away from that, this mark, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. So I know, so I'll actually just use that part as my cut. So I want to come down here, and I'm purposely leaving this long, a little wide. And then does that clear my 1.5 mark? Actually 2 inches. We'll go bring that to 2 inches. So we'll bring that up here. Come out this side. So that's going to be my cut mark on that. And I can situate that anywhere I need to on this. That way it's a little long. I'm going to have some strap, but I use a lot of my scraps. I have a bag, and if I'm practicing tooling or something like that, I'll pull that out. Or if I'm practicing a cut, or I use it for practicing. I use it for small things. So I'm not too worried about wasting too much leather there. I know I'm going to have it. I know I'm going to use it up. So I'm not too worried about it. So I think that'll do me just fine right there. I'm going to go on and cut that out. And then that'll be the back piece for this. Because you see how it's got the roughness there? So that'll be, it'll be this roughness. Now there's some marks in here. But like I said, it's going to be back piece. I'm using it up, which is great. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's what I got planned, and that's what I'm going to follow. So, actually, I'll just cut this out on video, too. I don't know how that area is going to be with what, I don't know if it's what, I mean, it's definitely a hole, but I don't know why it's there. But I'm going to go through. And I'm not too worried about following my line. As long as I'm in my general area, I'll be fine. Now once you got the line, the blade likes to follow in that groove that you first cut. So And because this is a lot thinner leather, it's cutting really nice and easy, so I'm not too worried about that either. I'm just making sure I'm on my cut mat and not on my actual bench there. So that means pretty much most of the leather I might have to cut that goes from the actual, I guess you could call it swing arm. I might have to cut the little strap for that part. But for the most part, what this is going to be, is this going to go right straight to that swing arm. Then this will go down, and then this will go to an English point. And then I'll have my holes coming up so the person can tighten it or loosen it according to how their body size is. And then from the point that it attaches to the stock down here, it's going to come up and it's going to have a buckle. So I might have to make another little piece about that long, but for the most part, this is all done. And that would be a good thing I can use for this scrap or something like that, or a strap later on down the road. I know I'm going to have to make some straps for when I do my frog for the scabbards. So, and then what's going to happen here is when I'm all done tooling this part, I can contact adhesive both parts. Cut this off to right where I want it to be cut off. Contact adhesive both parts. Put in my stitch lines and all that, and then stitch it all up so that holds these two parts together. So that gives a nice thick area for support. It'll be wide, so it'll distribute the weight nice. This person does have some physical difficulties with things, so I'm trying to make it as much comfortable as possible on their shoulder, because they do have a shoulder and they have spinal injury on their upper spine. I don't know exactly where. I know it's just above the shoulder and stuff like that. So I think that'll work out just fine for them. I'm going to definitely, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tool in their initials. And then the rest is going to be basket weave. And then my stitch line will be out here. So my stitch line will come in 1/8 of an inch. And then I think I'll do another 1/8 of an inch. Do my concealer or my camouflager. Then come in and do the basket weave. Then do their initials. Well, I'll probably do their initials, one of the first things. Do the camouflager on that, make a little pattern there. Do the basket weave up, and then just go from there. But I'm definitely going to have the stitch line all put in before I do anything else. That way it all measures off that edge, and I know I'll have that just fine. So thanks for watching that part of the video, and this is actually coming together pretty quick. The most part for this is going to be the tooling, and then the stitching is going to take a long time, because that's going to be hand stitched all the way here down to there, all the way up here and over there. And then when I do the buckles, I'm going to have to skive this in. And what skiving is you see how thick the leather is? You skive it down so when you fold it over, it's not so thick. It's going to be about the same thickness as it is now with it glued together. And then it'll be sewn together too. And then down here is just going to come to an English point. And so I don't have to worry about that. I'll just have the holes where the belt buckle, I don't even know what it's called. The part where it sticks through the leather and then hangs onto the belt buckle and holds it from pulling away and keeps it at the length you want it at. So I've got that done. And next I'm going to set up for doing the tooling, and I'll show you some of the tooling. And that'll probably be a couple of different videos because I'm doing a couple of different things. I also have to order a backgrounder because I don't have a backgrounder yet. So I gotta wait for that to come in too. In fact, I should order a backgrounder today. I know which one I want, so I'm gonna order one from Tandy today and have them mail it in. So that's this video, and I hope you're liking what you're seeing. If you guys have any suggestions to do it better, give me a shout out. That'd be awesome. If you guys want to make a project together someday, that would be cool too. But right there, that's the rifle sling so far of what it's going to look like. I think it'll hold up. 8 to 9 ounce there for the strap. 8 to 9 ounce there for the strap. It's as thick as a guy's, most men's belt. Good quality belt. Not like the Walmart belt, but a good quality belt that you'd spend like $100 for. That's what this leather thickness is. And sometimes they make them out of shoulders. Sometimes they make it out of what's called the bend, or the side that uses the bend and the shoulder. So they're getting some good quality leather here. I think that's done for this part. Guys, have a great one. Thanks for watching. Like I said, any suggestions, shoot them on by. But otherwise, have a great day and thank you.